This is Steve, your IamResponding Insider. Today we're going to be taking a look at scheduling on the IamResponding website and the application. When people think of scheduling and IamResponding, they think of the on-duty section of the website or app. The on-duty section is fed by two separate programs. One of them is the scheduling, which we're going to be taking a look at today. Scheduling allows users to put in a shift for future time. If you know that you're going to be on duty next Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m., you can put that in. That's part of our scheduling program. The Available Unavailable function allows you to change your status at a moment's notice from the application or the website, just simply saying that I'm unavailable or that I'm available until further notice. Scheduling is truly designed to put in a shift with a designated start time and a designated end time. Let's jump into scheduling. Before we go too far, I do want to remind you to subscribe to our page. If you subscribe to the IamResponding YouTube channel, you will be notified when new videos are posted. And be sure to check out the IamResponding Insider playlist for training videos and weekly updates. Scan the QR code to the left to be brought directly to the IamResponding Insider playlist. Like most parts of the IamResponding system, the scheduling program in a lot of ways is driven by your personal profile and these settings. To get to your personal profile on the IamResponding website, you can go to your initials in the upper right corner, go to the option that says Edit My Profile. On your profile, you'll see a field called Membership Information and Preferences, and you'll see these four options: default on-duty location, default on-duty category, default shift length. You can choose your own defaults. Your agency has the ability to customize what these options are, so if you don't see an option that you would like to use, talk to your administrators. They can have us change those options for them. You can also get text message reminders before your next scheduled shift. But remember that your profile drives the functionality of the application. Since we started off on the IamResponding website to take a look at your profile, we're going to continue on with the website scheduling. There are two different ways that you can do scheduling in the IamResponding website. The first is in the upper left. You can go to the three horizontal lines, open up the menu, and go to the option that says Scheduling. You'll notice that there are two small icons to the right of the Available, Unavailable Now, and the Scheduling. The Available, Unavailable Now is a little clock with a lightning bolt. As I mentioned earlier, you can change your status on a moment's notice, and the Scheduling is just a clock where you can schedule your shift for future time. So in this menu, we're going to go to the option that says Scheduling. The other way that you can get to scheduling is on the on-duty tile of the IamResponding website. You'll see these two icons in the upper right-hand corner. Again, the clock with the lightning bolt. We're going to take a look at the clock. After clicking on that clock, you're going to be brought to a screen where you can input your own shift. Now at the very top, you'll notice this area that says Pre-populate with scheduling default when members have them. On your member profile, you can choose what your own default on-duty location and on-duty category are. That way, when you come to this function, it already preloads that you're a firefighter and that you're going to be on duty from home, or that you're an EMT and you're going to be on duty from the fire station. You know, whatever options you want to have, those can all be pre-programmed from your profile. To create the shift, you are, of course, going to choose your on-duty location, your on-duty for category. Since we're in the scheduling program, we're going to choose a start date and a start time, and an end date and an end time. Now my default shift length is 10 hours. That's why it started at 11:15 a.m. and goes to 21:15 p.m. Right underneath the area where you choose the end date and end time, you'll see a box that says Recurrence. Let's take a look at that. When you check the box that says Recurrence, you then have three bubbles: daily, weekly, and monthly. And you'll notice those at the top of these three squares here. Looking at the daily square in the upper left, you have the option to have this shift that you're putting in recur every 1 day, every 4 days, every 15 days, or just simply every weekday, Monday through Friday. Underneath that thin line, you're going to choose the option, when does this recurrence end? So if it happens every 3 days and you want it to happen for 10 recurrences, you are essentially going to have your shift done for the next month, the next 30 days. Or the other option is end by, and you can pick an end date. The furthest out scheduling that you can do is 2 years, 24 months. Looking at the weekly recurrence bubble in the upper right, you can have the shift that you're putting in recur every 1 week, every 2 weeks, every 4 weeks, or you can have specific days. So if you want the shift to recur every Monday and every Thursday, just check those two boxes, and it will recur for either 10 occurrences, you can change that number, or you can pick an end date. And remember, the furthest you can go is 24 months. In the monthly box, you can choose the shift to recur on the first of every month, Or you can have it recur on the first Wednesday of every month, or the first Tuesday of every month, or the second Wednesday of every month. So if you have a monthly meeting that occurs every fourth Tuesday, you can have this happen every fourth Tuesday, or the fourth Tuesday of the month. It's like the other two options, you can have this recur for a number of occurrences, or you can have it with an end date no more than 24 months in advance. The other option that we saw a few moments ago underneath the recurrence box is the ability for you to add this shift to other members. So if you're putting in a shift for yourself is happening this coming Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. for the overnight, you can actually attach other individuals, which you see in the column here on the left, or you can attach other groups of people, the column that you see here on the right. Anytime you're putting in a shift, if you want to just simply attach other people because you always work with Mike, Sally, and Tim, you can just check their names and add them to your shift as well. After you're done inputting all the details about the shift that you'd like to create, go ahead and hit the blue button at the bottom that says Add a Shift. Now we're going to take a look at the scheduling through the IamResponding application. All the functionality is essentially the same, it just looks a little bit different. As many of our videos do, we're going to be splitting the screen into two, having the Apple devices on the left and the Android devices on the right. The functionality is exactly the same, but it's just going to appear a little bit differently. To put in a scheduled shift on your mobile device through the IamResponding application, you're going to go to the three horizontal lines in the upper left of your screen and go to the option that says Scheduling. The next screen that you're brought to has a couple different options where you can see different things or pull up tomorrow's schedule or today's schedule or next week's schedule. To put in a shift, we're just going to go to the option that says Add a New Shift. Similar to the website, you'll notice at the top of each of these screens there's an option that says Pre-populate with scheduling defaults, if any. So if that box is checked or that switch is selected, you'll see your defaults fill in for the on-duty at and the on-duty for options. And if your shift is 10 hours long, like mine is, you'll see that on the Android phone on the right-hand side, it went from 12 noon to 2200. Choosing your options here is just the same as it is on the website. You have your on-duty for, your on-duty at. You pick a start date and a start time, and an end date and an end time, and you'll see that there's an option for recurrence and to add the shift for more members. So you can do everything we did on the website right here on your application as well. I'm not going to go through all the different recurrence options because we already did that on the website, but you can see here that both on Android and Apple there are three options along the top: daily, weekly, and monthly. If you wanted to add more users to your shift, just like the website, you'll have members, which pops up automatically, but there's a box along the top of the screen for groups. If you select groups, you'll have all of your agency's internal groups, where you could select all firefighters to have your shift as well. When you're done selecting your members or groups, just be sure to hit OK or Done in the upper right. That's it for scheduling. Putting in a shift is very straightforward and easy to do, whether you're doing it from the IamResponding website or the application. The biggest thing to remember is that you have two different ways of doing it. The scheduling function allows you to schedule a shift in advance with a designated start time and an end time. The Available/Unavailable function allows you to change your status from right this moment going forwards, and you can change that status in a very dynamic fashion as needed. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the IamResponding YouTube page and check out the IamResponding Insider playlist for training videos and updates. If you have any questions, be sure to contact us. We're happy to help.